Some questions will be asked of all of the candidates, and some will be asked of half the candidates. And so when that happens, half will get one question and half will get another. And they will generally be thematically similar, but we're doing it that way just to get a robust conversation going. All right, so just also to know where the questions are coming from, some of our questions were submitted by county caucuses. And so we will let you know who those are coming from when those ones get asked. And then the remainder were written by the Women's Caucus leadership. Just some housekeeping issues. We are live streaming this. Hello to all of our people who might be tuning into our live stream. So please turn off any cell phone notifications and refrain from, you're welcome to clap for an answer if you are so moved, but just try to remain as, remove any unnecessary noise to make sure that we can hear them on the live stream. And the focus of tonight's questions will be on strategy and leadership. So the starting order has been chosen at random, so we're going to begin with Ed for our opening statements. So Ed, you have the floor.
Good evening. My name is Ed Schwarz, and obviously I'm seeking the office of Democratic Party Chair. I believe that Muhammad Ali put it very well for me when he said, service to others is the price we pay for our rent here on earth. I'm running for the chair to help change our party and get more Democrats elected. I bring a set of leadership skills that I've honed in over 25 years in executive level positions, running post-secondary vocational training schools throughout the United States in West Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, California, and Utah. I've been active in the Democratic Party since 1977, when I had the honor of helping elect Senator Bill Bradley as a professional organizer in New Jersey. I have a vision for the party that includes fundraising, attracting non-affiliated voters into our base, and overall re-messaging so that we can educate the entire electorate in Utah about the truth and the lies that the Republican Party has been putting forth for a very long time. It's time for a change. Chairman Karun has done a wonderful job, big shoes to fill, and I know that I have the skill set, the communication skills, and the energy to help bring the party back to the winning line. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. Daisy? Yeah, sorry, you might have to use the hand mic.
Is this working now?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Daisy Thomas. I'm also running for chair like everyone else. I'm the only candidate who is in current party leadership. I am the secretary of the Asian Pacific Islander Caucus for both the state and the county. And I also serve as the chair-appointed member for the platform committee. We have a messaging problem. We have a unity problem. I was elected as a national delegate for Bernie Sanders last year as the only one who has remained involved in the party, in the structure, making sure that we are strengthening and utilizing our talents in the best way possible. My background is fundraising. I've been doing fundraising for over 15 years now. I'm on hiatus for my position as Chief of Staff for Senator Jim DeVax's Utah Progressives PAC, which is just candidate development, recruitment, and fundraising. I understand how to fundraise for politics. I understand the structure of this party. I understand the organization of this party. I want to make sure that we are not wasting time, because we don't have any time to waste. We have elections to win, and we need to be starting yesterday. Thank you.
Thank you, Daisy. Sarah?
Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Scott, and I'm also running for chair. Yay! So I'm the founder of Utah for Bernie Sanders, which went on to be one of the most successful grassroots organizations in the nation. We helped create the infrastructure that brought in the 20,000 new voters last caucus. I was hired on by the national campaign as the outreach director in rural Nevada and came back to be one of the state directors here in Utah. I've lived in rural Wyoming. I've worked in the mines and industrial plants, and the reality is as Utahns, we need to be able to reach across the aisle, and that's something I can do extremely well. I know what it's like to be a progressive in a sea of red. One of the things that we really need to focus as Democrats is getting back to our core values, back to the FDR days, focusing on things that really matter. Jobs, family, and land. So talking about healthcare, talking about education, talking about these issues that really relate to individuals across the aisle. On average, we have one of the lowest voter turnouts in the nation. In 2018, we'll probably have anywhere from 30 to 35% turnout, and among that is young people. On average, we have 8% turnout amongst young people, but the largest voting bloc in the state of Utah are individuals 18 to 35. I've made it a mission to focus on young people. In my past, I founded a group called Our Utah, which brings it incorporates young people and gets them into politics through issues that matter most to them. And currently, one of the things I'm working on is a bill that brings tax incentives to tech companies to go into rural Utah, because as Democrats, if we care about jobs and we care about these industries, it's time that we start being innovative about our solutions and increasing our economy here in Utah. And as chair, that's something that I really want to focus on and simplifying our message. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
Perfect, thank you. Julianne?
Hello, my name is Julianne Waters, and I am also running for chair. I've lived in rural Utah for about 25 years down in Moab. I'm a real estate broker by trade. I'm an activist by passion. Co-founded Peaceful Uprising with Tim DeChristopher many years ago and have maintained activism throughout the years. I feel I'm very qualified for this position for many reasons. My business background, for one, because the Democratic Party is in fact a business. You're dealing with a budget, you're dealing with nonprofit status, etc. I also believe that rebranding is necessary with our party. We've gone astray. Well, I'm not going to say we've gone astray. Let's just say that people think we've gone astray, and it's time for us to stand up and be proud Democrats here in Utah. I don't feel like allowing 22 Republicans to walk into a job last election cycle should never happen again. We had record turnout at our caucuses. I know you all were there. You all experienced it. Those voters are still here in our state, and over 500,000 are unaffiliated. The Democratic Party, as Sarah said, getting back to the FDR roots is what we want to do. We want to become the Big Tent Party. We want to be the neighbor-to-neighbor party. And with that in mind, I plan on, if I'm so fortunate as to be elected, doing deep canvassing. And I'd like to organize in House districts in the rural areas. Some of the House districts down there have six counties for one House district. The state needs to get involved. We need to go down and help these people win elections. Qdang is now over the county. I know he's got a firm handle on that, and that's going to free us up as a party to work in rural Utah and bring the Democrats back. So thank you all for coming tonight. That's what it takes, is being active and showing up. Julianne Waters, thank you.
Thank you. Nadia?
I'm Nadia Bowman. I'd like to thank Emily and the Women's Caucus for hosting this town hall, as well as everyone else for showing up. I know there are better things that some of you could be doing, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your day. I'm running because our party is broken and it needs help, and I'm uniquely qualified to fix some of these issues. We have problems with communication at all levels. We're not communicating with voters on why they should vote Democrat. We're not communicating with potential donors on why donating to the state party is different than donating to a candidate. We're not communicating well with the county parties and explaining and supporting their efforts. We're not communicating with candidates. We're not telling them the amount of work that it's going to take to be successful and what the job will entail if they do win. I bring three things to this job. I'm a listener, I'm an advocate, I'm an expert. I am the only candidate that went on the party's statewide listening tour early this year. I heard firsthand the challenges that Utahns north, south, rural, urban were facing. I know their concerns now and how to fix them. I'm an expert. I'm doing my PhD in political science at the University of Utah. My specialty is political persuasion. How do we get people to overcome their biases in order to support something that they should support? Kind of like what we're facing as Democrats. I am an advocate. During the legislative session, I am up as many days as I can. I've built relationships with other advocates, mostly that are paid, and I'm jealous of them for that. And I'm also a lawyer, so I've been trained in effective advocacy methods. All of this results in a different kind of chair. I'm a millennial. I know how to reach my generation and get them to turn out to vote. I am a woman. Women make up a majority of the electorate. And I'm a second-generation Iranian immigrant. I know the challenges and the fear from a Trump administration. Thank you.
Hello, thanks everyone for being here. My name is Leonardo Gutierrez. Everybody calls me Leo. The reason I'm running for this position is to bring diversity to the party. Like I say, I was originally born in Costa Rica, and I came to the US about 15 years ago. And one of the things that I want to encourage is the immigrant community to join, to participate in politics and the community. Many of them feel they're afraid. They feel, especially now with the new government, the new federal government, they're not good enough, and they feel discouraged. They don't wanna. They wanna be. They don't want to participate in anything that relates to politics. So I just want to bring this message to the new immigrants, that not to be afraid. That one of the important things to be successful in this country is, first of all, to learn the language, and then the culture, and to love this country as our own country. We chose to live in this country, so we need to show this love, not by being away from the politics and the community, but participating and joining forces. One of the things I think the immigrants will make this party very strong, because we are many immigrants. People don't see it, but this community is full of immigrants, and this can make this party very, very, very powerful. My name is Leonardo Gutierrez, and I hope that you support me and my efforts. Thank you.
And Rob.
Hi, I'm Rob Miller. Since I was 5 years old, I've had a front row seat in this party. My father worked for Governor Calvin Rampton, and when I was 7 years old, I knocked on my first door for Congressman, well, he wasn't Congressman yet, Wayne Owens. In 2005, I decided that it was right after Scott Matheson Jr. had run for governor. When he came off the stage on election night, we'd been defeated, I took it pretty personally. I went up and apologized to him, and I went home and looked at myself in the mirror, and I realized that I needed to get more involved. Former Governor Calvin Rampton's suggestion, after many conversations, I decided to run for vice chair of the state Democratic Party. That first election, I won by 28 votes. I was then later elected again, both times with Chairman Wayne Holland, who I served with, who, by the way, while he was chair and I was vice chair, we have raised the Republican Party twice. I wish I could take credit for that. It was really Wayne's good work and a lot of support from the staff. I've done a lot in this party. I had the top blog, the Utah Amicus, but it wasn't because of me. It was because I got a lot of people to come together and work together on that blog when blogs were a big deal. I also was a columnist for the Davis County Clipper, so I have some communication background. And I've done a lot of work in communications for the party over the last 13 years. In 2016, even though I voted for Bernie Sanders, well, I'm a Utah Democrat. I'm not a Hillary Democrat. I'm not a Bernie Democrat. I'm a Utah Democrat. I went and worked in Nevada for 2.5 months, and I got to see how technology, targeting homes, households, knocking on doors, really made a difference in winning elections. I want to take that long lifetime experience that history, that institutional knowledge that I have, bring it to Utah, turn us into a true statewide party, because it's time to win again. My name's Rob Miller. Let's get to work.